Douglas burst away. On face value, looked like he had every chance last time out. Were there excuses though?
I don't think so. I think the condition of the track, having had a lot of rain and carrying the 133, he turned for home and he kind of went through it so well, and I let him slide, and I think the weight took its toll the last 100 metres, and the lightweight came back and nabbed him. The horse seems in reasonable form, and hopefully he can bring that last run back to the races, and he'll be competitive.
How's he done through the off-season from your riding experience with him?
Yeah, he's done well. He's not a horse that needs a hell of a lot. He's big, but he seems to have come to hand quite quickly. He trialled with a bit of purpose last week, and I've worked him since, and he seems in good order.
General Dino, Douglas, what are your thoughts heading into Saturday with him?
He's a little bit hit and miss. He's a horse that ran very well at the back end of last season, and I think a lot of that contributed to the fact that there was giving the ground.
He's over a mile first up on Saturday. Is this his right trip, or would you like him over a bit further?
I think first up a mile is a good place to start, but ultimately he looks like he'd appreciate the 1800.
Looking at his last run, he looked like he wanted to pull at times. Is he a difficult horse to ride?
Not necessarily, no. I think last time the tempo, it was related to the tempo. He's been pretty tractable in his races.
Le Panache, you've ridden him at his last few starts. He's won 2 of his last 3 with a lightweight in Class 4. Is he the type of horse that could make his presence felt here?
I think so. I think the way that he won and the way that he's going with a lightweight, you know, those horses bounce out of 5, and when they win like that, they gain a little bit of confidence. When the jock gets a leg up, he won't know what's on his back. But yeah, he seems to be going well, and again, a horse that would appreciate further, I suppose. But he seems to be going well.
General Sherman, Vincent, big run from him at 50-1 last time out. Were you surprised by that?
For the distance-wise, yes. But when I canter him down, I feel he's quite fit, and he feel fresh. So, and the pace was fast, so it's good that he come from last and almost won.
Up to 1,800 metres on Saturday. Obviously, does that give you a bit of confidence heading in the right direction distance-wise with him?
Yeah, definitely. You know, he's fit, and for distance he shoots in. So hopefully we'll have a good chance. Yeah.
You've got a pretty good record on the horse. What's the key to getting him right, and what's he like to ride?
He used to be a pretty lazy horse all the time. You just need to be super fit on him. If you give up, he'll give up. So if you're strong enough, he'll give you the last bit. Yeah.
Grant, Triumphant duel. Nice start to your Hong Kong career with him last time.
Yeah, very much so. Look, it's a horse that I hold close to my heart. So after getting my first win in Hong Kong, but obviously tomorrow's going to be a little bit tough for him because he's stepping up in class. But it's a horse that he gives off his best all the time. You know, he's always consistent. I think he's getting on with it now. He's 8 years old, I think, but he's still got all the oomph for racing. And I worked him yesterday, and he gave me a good bit of work, and so I'm really excited.
Just talk us through that race. I read a quote from Jimmy Ting basically saying that when he jumped with him, he knew he would be a chance. Were you going into the race mindful you needed to jump well on terms with them?
Yeah, what I picked up of him is when he's behind horses, he doesn't really travel. So I just try to show him the daylight and try to be as close to him as possible. But he's a horse that doesn't give you much at early part. He does have a good turn of foot. So yeah, as I said, I just have to keep him out of the kickback, and he doesn't really enjoy that. So if I can get a nice opening for him, nice clear run, you'll enjoy that.
That was one of 3 wins that you've had so far in your time here in Hong Kong. Only the first few meetings we're into. You must be pleased with the way you've started things off. Yes,
look, I'm very blessed. I'm getting nice chances, and obviously, as I said before, if you get the chance, you can make it happen. You know, just how things work out in a race. If you have any luck in running and those sort of things, but yeah, for me so far, I had a great start, and I just have to build on that and do my best to just continue.
Super Turbo, Vincent. His wins have been over 1,200 metres at Happy Valley, getting back, finishing off well. What about up to 1,400 at Sha Tin on Saturday with him?
I think even 14 or a mile, he is okay for the distance, and he's getting fit. Last time 12, have a back gate, and still finish not too bad. Yeah.
When you won on him a couple of starts ago, you mentioned the bad gate last time. 2 starts ago when you won, he was closer. You're drawn better this time out. Could you be closer in the run on him this time?
Definitely. If he draw the gate, he can be at least one position or even 2 positions closer, so it helps.
You've ridden him in a couple of his gallop since then. How's he come through that last run, and how is he?
Yeah, it feels good, improving, getting his fitness back. So hopefully it's on the right direction for sure, and hopefully he can do well in Sha Tin 14.